Who do you say that I am? A 40-day adventure in God. Banner, builder. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 3. He who prophesies speaks edification and encouragement and comfort to men. Psalm 127, verse 1. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Jeremiah 42, verse 10. If you stay in this land, I will build you up and not tear you down. I will plant you and not uproot you. For I have relented concerning the disaster I have inflicted on you. Hebrews 3, verse 4. For every house is built by someone, but God is the builder of everything. Zechariah 6, verse 12. Tell him this is what the Lord Almighty says. Here is a man whose name is the Branch, and he will branch out from this place and build the temple of the Lord. And Matthew 16, verse 18. I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. The gates of hell will not overcome it. Today we're beginning a series of 3 parts of the name of God. We find them, each of them described in 1 Corinthians 14, verse 3. Because it tells us there that when the Lord speaks by his prophetic word, he is always speaking edification, encouragement, and comfort. And edification, a word that we don't use a great deal anymore, but quite simply comes from the Greek word about building, edifice, and it is the word for builder. Building, builder, the Lord is building us up. He is the builder. And we read there that if the Lord doesn't build the house, the builders are wasting their time. But the Lord is building. He is the one that is building us up individually. When he speaks to us, he is putting his word in us, and that word is building us. When we read there in Jeremiah, we saw something very clear about a builder. We personally live on a brownfield site that a few years ago they built some new houses, but before they could build, they had to remove what was there already. The builder begins by clearing the soil and then putting in the foundations. Jesus spoke to Peter and said, you've just had the revelation of the truth. You've had the revelation of who I am. And on that revelation, on the revelation of Jesus Christ, the church will be built. God is building his church because he's building each one of us, and we are building his kingdom. And his kingdom is established, and his kingdom is growing, and his kingdom is coming on the earth as it is in heaven.